What else? What else do I kind of have an irrational fear about?
Spider seems to be one.
Spiders definitely are one.
I think it's super common though, and I think it's just people don't like
Yeah.
how creepy they look.
What else has 8 legs and crawls around on the floor and can potentially poison you?
Scorpion?
No, they have 6 legs.
Nope, pinchers count. They're in the arachnid family.
Oh. Okay, well they're in the arachnid family, and I guess the pinchers do count. Wouldn't that make a crab an arachnid too?
I want to say they are I want to say they are, because there's even something called a spider crab, but I don't know if they're. I don't know if they're in the arachnid family. They should be. Viewers, fact check that.
Viewers, I'm not doing your work for you. You're gonna earn this one.
You guys got to do your own research. Go figure it out.
What do you think this is? Free labor?
I'm here to entertain you guys and talk about dumb things with my friends. Not figure out if crabs are spiders. Ooh, that's an interesting question. So if crabs are spiders, so if you have arachnophobia, does that mean you're also scared of like crabs and scorpions?
Well, I'm not.
Like,
I guess it's because like I don't run into crabs every day, you know.
so
like,
you're
I
saying
don't
if you
run
lived in
in-
like Hawaii and you ran into them a lot, you may be more like,
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But I'm saying more like if they were more dangerous, I would say. Like, sure, their pinches would hurt, right?
but they're usually not
But-
deadly.
They don't have fangs. They don't crawl around on me. I haven't witnessed them kill something, you know?
I'm sorry, you've witnessed a spider kill?
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Oh yeah. Well, like not kill somebody, but
Well, yeah.
kill in general.
I didn't think you meant like, yeah, I saw a spider kill my best friend David. Great guy.
Yeah, David. May God rest his seat. But no. But like it's more of the availability of it, you know? Like I don't run into crabs every day.
Fair.
Okay? But you can run into a spider anywhere and it doesn't matter when or where, you're going to freak out over it.
It's simply the just freak out of, oh crap, there's a spider here.
Yeah, you always have like that cautionary fear in the back of your head, like, oh, is there a spider on my back? What was touching me, you know?
Well, have you heard the theory that like phobias are passed down like from family members? So like, is it possible that your mom has like, or dad even has a
My
thing?
mom does have arachnophobia, and I believe my dad does too.
Well, I mean like the big thing, like the big items, I guess. I don't know how to
Big
describe
items.
it. Like tall buildings, like what you were just talking about. Like,
No,
Big
like,
structures.
I've never seen my dad freak out over that.
yeah, no, like I'm still just captivated by that. It's like, what about it? Like,
What about it is so weird? Like, I think my fear stems of, oh my god, what if this fell?
I mean, it all started when he looked up and saw a balloon fly away with helium. What if that balloon
Yeah,
came
right?
and hit me in the head?
I don't know what it was, dude. Like, I literally just looked up, saw the balloon floating away, and my legs got all jelly-like. And I went,
Yeah, no,
oh,
like, I mean, I can't blame you. It's an irrational fear, but it's just so interesting. Like, science.
I know, it's just a...
How does the brain
Ugh.
work?
Is it, like, to best describe it, it's not like, like, in fear in the literal term, it's not a fear.
No,
Or is
it's
it
just
more
something that makes you
cringe?
uneasy.
It makes me very uneasy. It makes me cringe.
I get that. Like,
But, like, not cringe in the comical sense either. It's just like a, ugh, I don't like that.
yeah, no, like, just like the goosebumps / like spine chill kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a spine chill. Exactly what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a spine chill. My legs turn to jelly. I just get very tense and uneasy around it.
Like, Yeah, no, I get that.
Really.
I just want to know. I want to know what makes it tick.
I don't know. If we ever go to New York and there's some ships, we'll figure that out. Okay.
You know what? I'll record it too. We'll get it on camera. You're just gonna be like, no,
No.
not the ship. No.
It's just even thinking about it just makes me feel a little.
Yeah, no, it's so interesting. Like, the weird things that, like, people will actually just be like, yeah, no, I have a fear of this. And it's just like, what? And again, like, to normal people, it sounds weird. Like, to me, you're like, fear of just big objects, like a big ship. I'm just kind of like, I want to know why that's a thing.
I want to know why that scares you. And I'm like, I don't know why it scares me. I just know I don't like it.
Well, and I get both sides because it's like, again, my biggest fear is water. And so I get that question all the time, like, what about it scares you? And I'm like, I don't know. It touches me and I don't like it.
It's fucking water.
It's water, man. You telling me that stuff doesn't scare you?
Right? It's just those little things, man. It's those little things that can really freak you out.
It's just the random stuff that it's just like, yeah, nope, that's my fear now. Okay.
Okay, this is my life now. I'm in hell.
All right. And it's so interesting. So, like, my fear, I've apparently always had it. Like, my mom said the first time I ever, like, got a bath, she's like, you flipped out. And so, like, I've always honestly wondered what it's like to discover that you're scared of something. Like, what is that feeling where, like, all of a sudden you're just like, I'm panicking. Oh, I'm scared. Like, and then ever since you're just like, no, I have a fear of that thing. Like, screw that. Like, I've never really experienced that. Like, I've experienced, like, jump scares and stuff, like haunted houses, but, like, that's not exactly the same thing. I don't like getting scared either.
Well, I don't like getting scared either. I don't like anything that makes my stomach go.
Just do, like, a pull-on backflip, like, oh!
Yeah, when I was younger, dude, you could not get me into a haunted house. You could not. I would scream, cry, bawl, whatever I had to do to get out of that situation. I would have done it.
You're just like, I'm not going in there. I know what's in there.
I know someone's gonna spook me, and it's gonna be your fault when I piss myself. You know, it was sort of like that type of deal.
I've kind of always been involved with, like, haunted houses. Like, my family used to do one almost every year, if I remember, or, like, our elementary school. And so, I mean, when I was littler, like, once everything started getting going, even though I helped literally set it up, I was just kind of like, I'm gonna avoid here. But, like,
well, like,
by the time I hit 10, I was just like, nah.
I kind of got bullied out of that, too. Like, I know how that sounds, but I literally got bullied out of my fear of being scared of haunted houses.
Peer pressure?
And, like, being, yeah, it was peer pressure. It was straight up peer pressure. Because, the big thing about that was, at the time, my dad was seeing this one chick who had an older son, and I wanted to be cool like him, you know? Because he was 16, I was 13, I was tubbing like Naruto, you know? It was just...
It's younger brother syndrome kind of ordeal.
It was a very much a younger brother syndrome thing. And, I was like, dude, that's so cool. And he's like, dude, just stop being a pussy. It's not that scary. And I'm like, well, I guess you're right, but I'm still scared. And he's all like, dude, if I have to hold your hand throughout this, I'm gonna punch you. We're not gonna play Black Ops 2. And I'm like, you know,
not my Black Ops 2.
I kind of just had to suck it up.
I get that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no. I mean, but it's still one of those things that, like, I'm assuming even though you kind of just, like, got used to it, you voluntarily would not just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to a haunted house. Like,
Yeah, no, it's still not like that. It's like, yeah, I'll go if people are going with me. I'm not gonna go for it myself, you know. But like, hey,
I'll go, and if I jump
blast,
into your arms, just carry me the rest of the way.
yeah, exactly. It's more of like a, yeah, I'll go if you guys are going.
So a few years back, I went on a date with, and I'm not gonna say her name, but I went on like a weird date-ish hangout thing. You know, I don't even know how to describe it.
Okay, question.
Shoot.
Do I happen to know this person?
She was pretty known throughout the school.
Can you give me the first letter of her name?
A.
A. I don't know who it is. Can you just bleep it out for me? Oh no.
Yeah, so I went on like a weird date hangout thing with her. One of our mutual friends set us up, and so it's like, I'll give it a shot. But I went, and we went to there's like a haunted maze like thing up in the city next to us.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And so we went there, and it was just me and her in a group, and the entire time, because again, I've done them, I was just like, oh, these are really cool costumes, like all of this. She like was having a panic attack, and I felt so bad because I'm like, they're just like, what do I do? Like,
do I just hold her hand? Do I
like? Well, she's like gripping onto my arm, like she's going to die. And I'm just kind of like nonchalantly walking through this like farmland, and I'm just like, what am I? What? Like, what am I supposed to do?
I actually have a similar scenario that happened during my Halloween.
Did you?
A very similar. Yeah, but it wasn't like I wasn't on a date. I was actually going out with a couple of friends, and the mom of one of my best friends here, she got super scared in like this very cheap, like the best way to describe it is Montana whorehouse. It was literally held in like a
rawr, like be scared.
Pretty much, yeah. It was like the maze wasn't even a maze. It was a bunch of fucking like hay bales stacked against each other, and there's people waiting around the corners trying to jump scare you.
Okay, so very like mediocre.
Very mediocre. Like, and, like the whole time I'm just like walking through this thing, and I'm like, okay, there's gonna be a person behind here, and I jump out at them and scare them, you know, and I'd be messing around with them. It was the funniest thing ever. But my friend's mom was terrified, and I mean, she was holding on to me, and I was like, what's so scary about this? Like,
you're like, it's not even that bad. Like, come on.
No, I was like, yeah, this is like, the kid's literally 6 and he's dressed up like a clown. Like, it's not scary.
I need 2 iron.
I have a couple of iron in here. Here, in a sec. Looking. Yeah, I have iron in here.
Oh, is it in here?
Yeah, I got some.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to save some treats. Oh gosh. Oh, look. At least take me to dinner first. Like, come on.
There you go. You got a half stack.
I thought I was a cheap horde, but dang.
God damn. Dang.
Nice.
But yeah, like, so yeah, I understand that feeling of like being nonchalantly unafraid of something that someone else is very afraid of.
Yeah, and it was just one of those like weird things where it's like, I barely know you, and you're like gripping onto my arm for dear life, and I'm just like, they're like, and it sounds terrible, but my first instinct when I'm in an awkward position is just sarcasm. And so the first thing that went through my head was like, I gotta make fun of the situation, and I'm like, I can't do that without making fun of her. Like, how do I do this?
Just imagine you're on a first date doing the same thing, and you're just like, scaredy cat.
Right? Like, I wanted to be like semi-respectful, and I'm just like, what am I like? I just remember kind of like walking through it, like, they're there, you're okay, like,
Yeah,
trying
like
so hard
the
to be like
humanitarian.
reassuring.
Yeah, being the humanitarian and everything. You're like, oh, calm down, you're okay. Nothing
Yeah.
bad's gonna happen to you. And you're like, in the back of your mind, you're like, what fucking.
Well, not even like that. It's just simply like me, like in the back of my mind, like, what do I even do in this situation? Like, what am I supposed to do?